My name is Oliver McElligott. I'm from an area called Kilflynn. It's in North Kerry, about 10 miles from Listowel. Basically, my day would revolve a lot around my family. I have two boys who are diabetics who would take a lot of time to help manage. My wife works full time. On the day of the accident, I remember agitating slurry in the morning, giving myself an hour to do it because I would have to go to school at 12:30 to check one of the boys. Instead of focusing on my job, I was focusing in my mind on my boys. While agitating, I decided to ring my sister to know would she be near a chemist. I remember coming off the tractor. What I would normally do, I would just close the manhole. I didn't, I was on the phone. I jumped back up in the tractor and drove away. I remember that evening going back down to the same shed, walking in there, turning on the lights, picking up a bucket, walking out of the shed into the darkness. I walk into the open manhole. I remember reaching up and failing to reach the top of the manhole. I remember sinking down. It happened slowly. It was not an instant thing. I remember going to the corner and for some reason there was shuttering pins not cut. I remember grabbing them. They allowed my head to be above, getting up, allowed my head to come above the level of the slurry. I remember the bucket getting that to the floor to stand on, and I had a phone in my pocket that I didn't think about for initially. I had a signal. It was an old style phone. I remember ringing the emergency services. They couldn't track me because I was ringing 999. I gathered my senses a small bit and started ringing numbers from my head. After another 17 minutes, my wife Sheila and a neighbour arrived and handed me down a ladder. That was it. I simply walked up out of a tank after 33 minutes. I have learned that distraction and a lack of focus is a lethal combination, and you will never forgive yourself for that. That you cannot afford to forget what you were doing at that moment. You may not get a chance to correct it. I hope that someone who sees this video will think twice. I am very lucky. I am delighted to be here. I look at everything now. Is there a way of making it safer? Is there a need to do this job right now? Look at everything.